I'm Novak, and beside me here is the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Now, when I say all-new, typically you can pretty easily tell that this is a all-new design compared to what was there before. And with this F-150, there are a lot of changes to be made, but not all of them are going to be obviously apparent at first glance. Perhaps the biggest change, of course, is now for the first time ever, Ford has added a full hybrid option to their F-150 line. It's called Powerboost, and we'll take a look at that, plus a lot of some of the other subtle but substantive changes you'll find here on this new 2021 F-150. It's what we're going to take a look at on this latest review. At first glance, there isn't much that's dramatically different when looking at the exterior of the 2021 F-150. That's not a bad thing though, as there really weren't any glaring areas of exterior design that needed improvement. As with the previous generation, the F-150 combines a fully boxed high-strength steel frame with a high-strength aluminum alloy body. There are 11 grille options available in total and new tailgate appliques for customization. The front quarter panel includes a new chrome-covered air vent with badging, and the hybrid is noted by the Powerboost plating on the base of the two front doors. LED headlamps and tail lamps are available, and you can also get an extended full-length power running board with kick switch to better access contents inside the box. It still amazes me though that these trucks are so large that you actually need a step up to access items kept inside. One notable improvement is that the available power tailgate now works for both opening and closing, and that's something that was oddly not possible before. In the box, the new F-150 comes standard with new cleats mounted to the sides of the tailgate to act as a tie-down locations for extra long items in the bed. An available flat tailgate work surface also includes integrated rulers, a mobile device holder, cup holder, and pencil holder. For jobs that run late or for setting up your campsite after dusk, the new F-150 offers exclusive available zone lighting. This allows occupants to turn on and off individual sections of exterior lights through the Sync 4 screen or remotely through the Ford Pass app on their phone. So with powertrain options in the 2021 F-150, you have all of the same engines carrying over from last year with the addition of this Powerboost full hybrid. And when we say a full hybrid, we have to clarify that this does mean it can drive for periods of time on EV only. You don't plug it in though. It is a self-generating. It does work on regenerative braking, so you won't ever have to plug it in. The full electric F-150 is coming up in 2022, but this is a full hybrid. And why you'd want to take this engine over all of the others, well, I guess it depends, because what you're looking at is a combination of better fuel efficiency for sure. I mean, that is one of the benefits of it, but also power. The Powerboost hybrid system is actually not a trim level unto itself. It is actually an additional add-on you could have to any trim level that exists. So you can get this hybrid in any trim level, but only in crew cab. And what it is, it's basically an add-on to whatever the base engine is in terms of price. So for example, with this Lariat trim, the base engine in the Lariat is the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, but you could upgrade to this 3.5 liter hybrid system, and you just pay the difference. It depends on the trim level as to what is base as to what the top up would be. I know in Canadian dollars, the upgrade from the 2.7 to this hybrid is about $4,800. I don't know what it is off the top of my head in US, but I will look it up, and if I can find it, I will put it in the text overlay. I did mention that there are two advantages to the hybrid system: power and fuel efficiency. This is the most powerful engine that we have on available with the F-150 for 2021. It has a output of 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. That is compared to, say, the base 3.5 liter non-hybrid EcoBoost, which would be 400 horsepower, even the 5 liter V8, which is at only 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. So there are advantages to this overall, and you're getting more power with less gas or less expense in terms of fuel economy. The combined fuel economy rating for the hybrid system is 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers, or 24 US miles per gallon. If you were to compare that, for example, to, again, the base in this Lariat, the 2.7, which has a combined fuel economy of 11.2 liters per 100, or 21 US miles per gallon, compare that to, say, the 5-liter V8, and where that one is at 12.4 liters per 100 kilometers, or 19 US mpg. So you're seeing that there is a significant improvements. If I was just comparing, for example, the improvements in power and fuel savings with just the base 2.7 in the Lariat to what we have now, you're looking at basically an improvement of horsepower of 32%. You're looking at 43% more torque, yet you're saving about 14 to 15% in fuel. You can have fuel savings compared to the 5-liter of as much as 25 to 26%. So you're getting, again, more power, but you're spending less on gas overall. Most of what's new and noteworthy with the 2021 F-150 can be found inside. It's an all-new interior design, and I think Ford has done well here to provide a space that is more comfortable, but also more functional given the way that trucks are typically used. On XLT trims and above, there is a new 12-inch center screen, which is properly laid out horizontally and not vertically like it is on the new Ram 1500. I quite like the new available 12-inch digital gauge cluster, which features a large information on demand area along with truck-specific graphics and animations that respond to the all-new F-150 selectable drive modes and can display off-roading data as well as turn-by-turn navigation. I found it easy to read and not at all difficult to operate. One annoyance for me, though, was that in my mid-level Lariat trim, wireless charging for my smartphone wasn't available. You'll have to jump up to either the King Ranch, Platinum, or Limited trims to get it, and that to me is silly, considering how much one has to pay to get into even a base F-150. If I can get wireless charging in a $20,000 Kia or Hyundai, for example, I can't see why Ford can't put it into a mid-level truck trim with a starting price of around $50,000. That annoyance aside, they've done a really good job with the interior and have even added some features that take things to a notch above the rest. Optional on King Ranch and above are class-exclusive Max Recline seats for when you need a nap on the job site or wherever the opportunity arises. For listening enjoyment, there's an available 18-speaker B&O Unleashed system with speakers in the headliner and front headrests. Now, it comes as an option on the Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum trims, but is standard on the Limited. The headrest speakers aren't there to blow out the eardrums, but rather provide a more immersive experience when set to surround mode. The F-150 primarily is a work truck, and there are a lot of professionals who will use this for work. They'll do it. Contractors could be out on a job site, and they still need it to act as an office, and it's always been tricky to have a place to look at your laptop on your lap or somewhere. So Ford has built a solution into this 2021 F-150. It is an option available on all trims, and essentially what happens is this center console area becomes a workstation. It works by taking the gear selector through the magic of a button. It suddenly depresses, and now you have the ability to open up and basically create a flat hardtop workspace, which could be used for your lunch, or, as I said, if you have your laptop, you could pop it open, and now you have a place to get some work done. Pretty cool. So a work truck needs to have versatility and flexibility, especially if you need to store things. You want to keep them out of view, and if it's a valuable, you can't always put it in the back of the truck. So what they've done here is in the back here, they've created basically a pop-up storage area. It folds up, it locks in place, and all of a sudden you have a rigid, secure area where you could say, put my camera gear or fishing gear or something of value, close it up, and it even locks to keep it secure. So it's basically you've created a storage locker of sorts, or a trunk where there was none. So that's pretty good flexibility overall. A hugely important criteria for truck buyers is towing and payload, and the new F-150 Hybrid doesn't disappoint. Depending upon wheelbase length and drivetrain configuration, the F-150 Powerstroke Hybrid can tow between 12,400 to 12,700 pounds. Payload maximums range between 1,810 to 2,120 pounds as well. The all-new F-150 is the only light-duty full-size pickup truck to offer available trailer reverse guidance and pro-trailer backup assist. But beginning this summer, F-150 buyers are going to be able to benefit from some new technologies that are truly next level. New available onboard scales will measure and display the approximate weight of the payload in the truck. Load information is then displayed in the center touchscreen with a graphic representation of the truck or on a mobile phone through the Ford Pass or in graphics within the truck's smart tail lamps. Ford will also roll out a smart hitch feature, which calculates its tongue weight once the trailer is set up and provides guidance on weight distribution or hitch overloading. The truck also will indicate if the hitch weight is too high or low and can even guide owners through properly tensioning a weight distribution hitch. So with the Pro Power Assist and the built-in generator, this would be a great vehicle to go camping with. And I'm not doing that. Maybe I'll try to get a camping review with this later on the summer, but I'm just in my driveway. But what I am going to try is to cook a meal like I would be camping here. So what I'm going to do is I'm cooking dinner. I've got my indoor grill here. I've got an air fryer, and I'm going to run some nice restaurant-style French fries. Got to have bacon on the burger, so I'm even going to run my skillet and run some bacon here. So I'm actually going to try to see if this works out and cook dinner in the back of the truck. So we've been working on it. The engine has kicked in. It's not good enough to be on battery alone. And I actually kind of tripped the generator once. And I think it's because I had a bit of a power imbalance on the two sides. I'll have to double check what an indoor grill, an air fryer, and a skillet totally runs overall. But I think I may have imbalanced it and it tripped it once or twice. But we're still going. We reset it and she's running. So we'll see. Almost dinner is ready. So the bacon is done, the fries are just done. I've got a second round of burgers on the indoor grill. We did have that little issue with the balance, but it seems to be working. Now this is a work vehicle, so I'd be curious to see how this would do on power tools. And since I'm not a contractor, I do have friends who are contractors, and I've asked them to come over with their tools to A, check out the truck, and B, see whether they can rig up their tools as Ford claims, pretending we're on a job site, and see how that goes.
Got the 120 up here too, right?
Here, the key's here. Do you want to test anything out?
Oh, is that good? Well, like when you're driving?
No, only when you're parked.
Oh, I see. When you put the
That's your workstation.
put the workstation down.
All your paperwork. Signing the big checks. Space. Oh, you've got a little center console yourself.
Yep.
Little headspace. Oh yeah.
Console space is on the side.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
So it's a workstation.
A couple of clamping holes there.
Yep. Okay, so now what do we got here? What are we gonna run?
We got an air compressor, a worm drive saw, a miter saw, and a vacuum cleaner. Yep.
Are you gonna try to give it all at once,
We're gonna try and get it all going at once.
All right. Here we go.
Air compressor. Air compressor. Circular saw. Pretty cool.
That sounded rather symphonic.
It sounds like a job site.
Yeah, now we're driving in electric mode. We are driving on the battery only, which is right now, this is the only pickup truck that can do that.
What's the horsepower on the truck, Eric?
We have 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque.
Should we unleash them all? Very smooth on the pickup.
How's that feel?
Very smooth. Very nice.
You guys all right back there?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Okay, so we've all had a chance to look at it. You guys are all contractors. You've seen it, you've driven it. Honest thoughts. What do you think, Gord?
Oh, it's a really nice truck. It drives smooth. It's got some pretty cool features with the generator for the contractor. It'd make a really nice truck for the boss.
Boss, what do you think?
It's a really nice truck. It rides nicely. The power feature for the tools and everything is a really good feature. I just don't know about the practicality with the short box and everything for, you know, being able to carry a lot of things around. And it's I'd be kind of scared to get dirty boots and stuff on the inside there. But as far as the truck goes for driving, it's really nice.
Cool. Justin, what do you think, man?
I'm quite surprised by it. You know, it impressed me in so many ways. It is really smooth. I mean, we are talking a pickup truck, and it drives. I mean, it drives better than my car. So, like, I mean, the way it's smooth, it handles the roads nicely. You know, the bumps, you don't feel them too much. It's quiet. It's composed.
Now,
is really...
Gordon's a Ram guy, but you're
I'm a Chevy guy.
Chevy guy.
I'm a Chevy guy. So.
Is it paining you to see this, or?
Hey, a little bit. A little bit. Absolutely.
Cool, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your input.
No worries.
Thanks, Eric.
It's always a challenge to try and review a vehicle like the Ford F-150 for 2021 because of how many different ways it's configured, it's available, as well as how many different ways it's used. I mean, there's a reason why it remains the top-selling vehicle in North America, and it's because of everything I just said above. I'm glad I had a chance to get my contractor friends to come out and test the vehicle and certainly check out the Pro Power Assist generator in the back, and they clearly appreciated what it was capable of and they enjoyed the drive. As for me personally, from my own personal objective perspective, I think that what they have done to this new generation F-150 is good, and I'm interested to see how their predictions are with respect to the hybrid. They predicted only going to sell about 10% of their 2021s as a hybrid, or with the Powerboost hybrid system. I think they're underestimating, because if you really look at it, if you want an F-150 with the most power, well, it's the hybrid. If you want an F-150 with the best fuel efficiency, well, you know, it's the hybrid. So overall, you really have the best of both worlds, and it's versatile overall. So I think, you know, this is going to be a more appeal than they originally anticipate. I'll be interested to see how it goes, and I'll be interested to see the sales figures, but I do hope you enjoyed my look at this 2021 Ford F-150 with the Powerboost Hybrid. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. There's plenty of ways for you to keep connected with me, so check out some of my social media links, suggested videos, and you know, I'd really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.